There's been some really big surprises in Major League Baseball this year. Starting pitcher for the Yankees, Luis Gil, has been a Cy Young caliber pitcher in his rookie season. Players like Julio Rodriguez and Bichette have been awful to start this year. And even with those things happening, there's been no bigger surprise, in my personal opinion, than what Guardians left fielder Steven Kwan has been doing in 2024. He's 26 years old and in his third big league season. He won the Gold Glove Award in each of his first two seasons and came in third place for Rookie of the Year voting in 2022. It's known that he's been a really valuable player to the Guardians since he came up 2 years ago. He first made his name as a contact-heavy and glove-first outfielder. Throughout his whole career to this point in 2024, he has made 21 outs above average and has 41 defensive runs saved in left field, which is third since the start of the 2022 MLB season, behind only his teammate Andres Jimenez and Pirates third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes. Those are two players who are platinum glove caliber defenders at their respective infield spots. According to most important baseball defense statistics, he is a fantastic defender in a position where there aren't really many great defenders. So if he's known for his defense in left field, then what's his offensive production looking like? Well, it's fluctuated a lot since his Major League debut on April 7th, 2022. For that 2022 season, he was a great hitter overall, posting a 773 OPS and a 126 WRC+, meaning that he was 26% better than the average Major League Baseball hitter. And the nature of those stats weren't exactly built with power numbers. Kwan hit just 6 home runs in over 600 plate appearances and had one of the lowest exit velocity values in all of baseball for 2022. He hit well because he didn't strike out and was able to hit the ball back up the middle and go to the opposite field more than he would pull the ball, although most of his extra base hits and home runs were pulled. After a great rookie season where he played both Gold Glove defense and was a great contact bat at the top of the Guardians lineup, those Guardians fans had pretty high expectations for him in the upcoming 2023 season. His defense was still excellent, as he earned another Gold Glove award in left field. Despite no meaningful change in his walk and strikeout numbers, the offensive numbers took a definite dip. Instead of a 773 OPS, he was only able to manage a value of 710, which was pretty average, and a WRC plus of exactly 100, which is exactly the average. Why this happened could be a lot of things, but most importantly, in my opinion, it was probably his inability to hit fastballs, a pitch which he crushed in his rookie season. His ground ball rate was noticeably up from the previous year, and since he's not really the type of guy to put up high exit velocity numbers, this definitely wasn't a good thing. To be perfectly clear, he was still a really valuable player, as he was close to a top 50 player according to Fangraph's wins above replacement stat. His hitting just wasn't all that good, which is why what he's doing this year is such a surprise. In only 43 games, he's basically matched his WAR total from last year, and it's all in the hitting changes that he's experienced. For the first two seasons of his career, he would hit a home run in only about 0.8% of his plate appearances. And now this year, that percentage has gone up to over 2%, more than doubling his previous rate. He's hitting more line drives than ever before, nearly 32% of the time. His previous career high for a season was just over 25%. More line drives and maintaining those low exit velocities has allowed for a lot of singles that drop before outfielders or balls hit down the line that Kwan can leg out for doubles even if they don't actually go to the corners. And when he squares up the ball, it's in the air, a lot more instead of on the ground right at the infielder's gloves. Kwan's offensive changes this year haven't been about exit velocity like they are with a lot of other players seeking to add gap-to-gap power. What Kwan is doing is actually quite simple, and it's all about the launch angle of the ball off his bat. He's hitting way less ground balls and getting the ball in the air a lot more, which is way more conducive to success in both terms of batting average and slugging percentage. Kwan may have missed a ton of time so far this season, but if he can stay healthy the rest of the way, he could honestly be one of the best players in baseball this year. Obviously, he's definitely going to cool down at some point, because players just simply don't hit 400 today. But he's still been an incredible player to watch, and I think people should really start to care and appreciate that more.